Welcome once again to the reading room.
Yeah, you take it this week.
The companion YouTube show to the comic shop.
Yeah.
This is Eric.
Hi.
I'm Scott.
Just in the nick of time, in fact. Okay. All right, so today is the 10th
Sure.
of December, 2017. acpodcast1@gmail.com, facebook.com/thecomicshop1, Instagram is thecomicshop1. Really quick before we get started, next few weeks is going to get a little dicey with the holidays.
Yeah.
So just check for updates on the Facebook page, and we'll tell you whether or not what we're gonna take off and where we're gonna take it off to and from and whatnot.
Sure.
So there you go.
Excellent advice. Check the Facebook.
Check the Facebook. Good.
Yeah. All right. You got no
Okay.
so you go first.
That's true. What I do have is I've been sitting on this one for a couple weeks, and this is a brand new run of Tank Girl. Everybody knows about Tank Girl, the character. Not everybody knows like who she is or history and stuff like that. But
There was that one off.
there was the one movie in '95. I maintain that movie was not that bad.
Well, it had all the aspects of the book, I guess.
Yeah.
Most of it.
So this is not Martin and Hewlett, who are the original creators of Tank Girl. This is one of them, Alan Martin, is doing the writing, and the drawing is being done by Brett Parson. So this is The Wonderful World of Tank Girl. Tank Girl strikes again. Titan Comics, who I believe is the publisher that took the strip and actually turned it into books back in the late 80s, early 90s, I think. And Brett Parson also did the cover.
I did not follow this at all.
What do you mean?
Other than watching the movie,
Yeah.
I never followed the book.
Well, I thought, why not? Every so often people talk about Tank Girl and, talking about pop culture and stuff like that. Maybe bringing her back and maybe trying the movie again or something like a Netflix or an HBO
Is it that
just a
hardcore?
streaming service. Well, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of nastiness in it, but...
Wow.
So, yeah. So, I mean, the art is extremely stylized, extremely cartoon-like, which usually puts me off. And I'm a broken record sometimes when I talk about that kind of stuff. And it's very irreverent. And it's bringing back a bunch of the legacy characters from Tank Girl. There's Booga,
The dog guy.
the mutant kangaroo.
He's a mutant kangaroo?
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Precocious, a little mutant and speaks in Shakespearean quotes. And Mr. Precocious, the little pink guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's Jet Girl, and there's Sub Girl, and whatnot. So there you go. I mean, it's Tank Girl. That's exactly what you want out of a Tank Girl book. It's they get together for a heist with somebody, and everything goes crazy, and there's blood and explosions and some cussing and some more blood.
Yeah.
And some more explosions. And cigarette smoking. And GPS trackers in the colon.
What?
And let's get our montage on. There's the montage.
There you go.
Which includes whittling a sharp stick, pumping up your bicycle tires, and strapping explosives to the back of a rabbit. And, of course, brushing your teeth. And there's posters for the alternate covers and stuff like that, and the staple pages, and it's a nasty, fun little book. It really is, drawn in a nasty, fun little way.
Yeah.
I won't go into the story too much because there really isn't a whole lot of story.
Looks like it's crazy.
It's extremely crazy. Yanking a tooth out, taking an angle grinder to her face,
Ow!
stuff like that. They actually taking the angle grinder to her face, because why not?
Well, yeah.
Yep.
So you're going to get a lot of dates after that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then ventilation system full of raw sewage and Tank Girl in her underwear, and just there's a lot of little gimmicks and.
Well, from what I'm told, the original run thing had all kinds of this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Gimmicks.
Yes, there were a lot of gimmicks. There's a lot of. Tank Girl kind of became an icon in the pop punk and counterculture movement in the late 80s, I think in the early 90s, especially in Britain. Because the Thatcher government was coming down hard and heavy on deviant lifestyles, up to and including homosexuality. And Tank Girl kind of became a character that a lot of the people who were forced to live in the closet could rally around. because she had, like, everything about her behavior was deviant. And everything about the stories they were telling were deviant. And they kind of continue that. I mean, it's not as... It's more of a kind of novelty-ish if you look at it nowadays because of the things that we're exposed to in genre and pop culture and stuff like that. But still, it's fun. You know, it's fun. You could easily animate this.
It looks like it's almost animated right now.
This would serve to be if one of the streaming services that aren't exactly bound by the same rules as broadcast or cable wanted to make an animated show, the blueprint is right here.
Either an animated movie or a series.
Yeah, I could do a series. You don't have to. It can only be like 10 or 15 minutes long, to be honest with you, each episode. But yeah, like I said, the blueprint for that is right here. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna follow this one, but it was a fun read. I'm glad I picked it. This is one of those cases where I went in and...
Is that a number one?
This is a number one. Oh. Where I was looking to empty my pull box and I found a number one on the racks. And this is a lot of times is how I found that dark thing. But
that's how I found John Wick.
There you go. And so I said, yeah, I'll pick it up and I'll take a look at it. And so there you go. That's all I got, Tank Girl. Yeah, I mean, if you like the kind of stuff, if you're a fan of the character, if you have followed the character at all, or even if you're just want to bite off a piece of just some ridiculous, like, just not almost nonsensical storytelling that doesn't appear to pay attention to any of the consequences of anything that might happen in any of these panels, but is drawn in a pretty stylistic way, stylistic way, and is written in the same kind of tone. Go ahead and pick up Tank Girl Strikes Again by Alan Martin and Brett Parson from Titan Comics, #1. There we go.
I'm continuing to follow Batman's White Knight. Mm-hmm. This is issue 3.
Excuse me.
And love the cover. The opposing Harleys.
We're going back to the two Harleys, yeah.
Yeah. And this is the other Harley, not the one that's actually with Jack. Getting ready, talking to herself. Talking about the pills that he's taking. But the Joker's more than just a man. He's a riot. And a riot. So, so we got, everybody in the last issue, you found out all the big bads ate a little piece of Clayface being controlled by Mad Hatter's hat. Mm-hmm. Now they're going crazy in the streets. So, yeah. Nightwing and Batman, Nightwing, and Batgirl show up. And they're talking about, well, these guys can't finally figure it out. They all get together. We can't stop them.
Yeah, that looks like the Frank Miller.
It does. Yeah. I like that.
Excuse me.
Now they're trying to peel them off and take them away from the heavily populated area to a lesser populated area, which ends up being what the hell is it? Black Rock, something. But it's where Jack Napier was helping build a library.
Okay.
And of course,
Backport. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course they destroy said library. And Batman tries to chase it in, and the place falls down on him. And he's obviously hurt.
Yeah.
Very badly.
Oh, there's some red ink going on right there.
Yeah. But, well, there's a word bubble here. And he's yelling at it, "Get away from me!" And you get, what's he saying here? Really light. Computer, set auto drive, medical protocol, Wayne Tech, hidden entrance.
Nice.
So, yeah. And meanwhile, during all this, Gordon's in a chopper, but instead of staying where the main thing is happening, they follow Batman, because without Batman, they can't win against these guys. And Bullock was like, "No, we gotta stay over here and help our guys. I gave you an order."
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy. Back at Jack's place, he had secured some classified files while the whole thing was going on, which was the purpose of the whole thing. And this is Gotham's biggest secret. This undermines everything. And here's the Batman trying to take care of himself where Alfred's in the bed. And he falls over, Alfred gets up.
What happened to Alfred?
He has a
This is harkening back to the
first issue where they were talking to him. Or
right,
Mr. Freeze help him out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Alfred gets up. and then we switch back to Jack. And this huge, lots of words thing all boils down to how the Gotham government has hidden a disaster fund that costs $3 billion a year. A disaster fund mainly to clean up Batman's mess. And it costs $3 billion a year.
Okay.
So Jack's throwing that out in the open, putting light on it. So yeah,
Okay.
that looks pretty cool, by the way. Bruce wakes up in the bed. Alfred. Oh no! Alfred died in the chair.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's Dick saying a little story about stuff. I ran away once, but it wasn't Bruce who did it. Who came and got me. It was Alfred.
Right.
Because Bruce was apparently awful at being a parent,
Yeah.
custodian, whatever. So Dick and Barbara are having a little chat about how Alfred was Bruce's moral compass. And without it, they need to help rein in Batman to save Gotham from him. These two were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
With no prompting from anybody else.
Okay.
Jack and Harley walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody tries to mug him. Bad idea. Harley whops him. And this guy comes out of the shadows. Lieutenant Duke Thomas, ex-Special Forces. He's consolidated the local gangs in the backport. And he lets them get away with little stuff. And they form a kind of a militia.
Okay. Neighborhood watch kind of thing, except, with guns.
With guns, yeah.
Okay.
And the Joker's like, you could help me out. Or Jack, I'm sorry, not the Joker. He actually talks about, Jack actually talks about the Joker in here, about if it wasn't for his insanity, he would have been brilliant. And I can use this because now I'm not insane. That's how he dug into the information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're doing. He says, I need your help. You expect me to help the Joker? Hear me out. And that cuts away from that. Gordon talking to Batman. Where is it? Batman Devastation Fund? He knew he'd fight evidence of corruption to use against us. It's not corruption. It's just the reality of running a city like Gotham. You knew about it? I assume. $3 billion a year? Are you questioning my methods?
Gordon didn't know about it, huh?
No. He says, as a cop, no. But as a taxpayer, yes.
Yeah.
They're talking about Hatter's mind control device. Has to be. We searched all of them. We found no evidence of the Hatter. There's a Harley doing a little detecting. And there's Clayface. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's, yeah. And she finds the Mad Hatter. Ooh, yeah. Come here. Yeah, she pulls off the headband. Joker? Who? Winslow and Napier took the Joker. Till he gets back on the stand-in. A Neo-Joker? Curious, sir. Curious, sir.
Jeez.
Yeah, he does it. This was Jack here, yeah. The cat without a grin took my hat and playing cards. Plans to have a tea party, I assume. Yeah. And she walks up to Clayface and says, is he even alive? Touches it. Falls into dust. That's what's left.
Oh, Lord.
Nasty, but I think he's alive.
Okay.
Now she's saying, can you override his device with another one? Yeah, as long as I'm closer to the Clayface's brain.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
In the other room, there they all are.
Mm-hmm.
To be continued.
That continues to be
It
an
continues to be
interesting looking
really
little
good.
story arc there.
Yes, I'm happy with it.
Alright. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Tags.
like I said, acpodcast1@gmail.com, facebook.com/comicsshop1, comicsshop1 on Instagram. We will let you know what we're doing for the holidays, because we don't even know yet what we're doing for the holidays. I know we're probably going to take at least a couple weeks off because the way the holidays fall, and we'll get back at you with that.
But like you said, check the Facebook.
Check the Facebook. Because, you always want to check the Facebook because there's always some pretty cool stuff on there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, so for the 10th of December, this has been episode 23.
23.
We'll see and or talk to you or whatever here sometime real soon. Take it easy.
Be well, people.
You've been waiting this entire time, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more for the other show.
Bye now.